know, so many racers that I have met are so focused on their racing activities, there's not much else in their life. So it was very refreshing for us to do this profile on a young man who not only can ride a Suzuki at 180 miles an hour, but has a lot more going on.
I wanted to be a professional motorcycle racer, and I'm living my dream right now. It's been in my blood since I was a kid, and I always knew I wanted to do it. And if I tried hard enough, then I would attain my dream, you know, and here I am. I'm doing it. I made the decision to turn professional in 1988. I was racing top gas bike. It's an 820 class. But Pro Comp seemed to be the class that really kept my interest. And in 1989, I went on a tour with IDBA, International Drag Bike Association. We won the championship. I got Pro Rookie of the Year. We set all kinds of records, numerous low ETs, high mile per hour per event. And it was really a successful tour. I was really proud of it. I'd come out of drag racing for 4 years because of the rising cost. And at the Mopar Parts Nationals, back last year in June, or May, I think it was, it's where I met Harry Lartigue. Harry's a really cool dude. He's a straight shooter, he pulls no punches, and he's one of the most, I mean, he has the highest integrity of anybody that I know. The last third of the season, we had no pressure placed on us, you know. Harry was just like, man, just go out there and ride, just go out there and race. And the guys really treat me with a lot of respect, and they've brought me into their pro stock bike family. You know, it feels good, you know. Outside of racing, my hobbies, I jet ski, I like to ride motorcycles, I like the dirt bike, and I fly also model airplanes, model helicopters, specifically model jets. I taught myself how to fly a model airplane. I've crashed quite a few of them, but no instructor needed, you know. I fly a lot. I'm a licensed pilot. I have my own airplane. Once I decided to retire, so to speak, from racing motorcycles, I got back into full-scale flying. I finished my training, and I got all my ratings, and currently, you know, I'm flying a Cessna 310. Other hobbies, I like to dance, I like to go out to nice restaurants here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia's a really cool place. We have a lot of nice little cafes, a lot of nice little mom and pop shops, really good food, really good people, really good atmosphere, a lot of history here. And I like to take advantage of that. And I'm the biggest video game junkie in the world. I mean, I'm like a big kid that hasn't grown up yet. I'm 32 years old, I still feel like I'm 15. I have very fond memories of growing up as a kid in Philadelphia. It's a lot different than it is now. Respected everybody on the block. It was a time when you could be chastised by anybody's parents. I have two of the most beautiful parents in the world. I tell you, I couldn't ask for any better. Back in 1961, my father bought a corner store, a grocery store. And all of us kids, you know, my brothers and sisters, we all had jobs there in the store. And I used to have the back-breaking job of filling a soda case. And my dad, he bought me a little mini bike when I was a kid. I was pretty big around my neighborhood with my mini bike. But I was a very adventurous kid. Climbed on top of a lot of houses. We roller skated a lot. One day, when I was 14 years old, I went out on a particular adventure that would change the course of my life. It's the first time I've been back in a long time. It looks a lot different than when we used to play here as kids. It was Memorial Day, 1978, and being the adventurous kid that I was, I walked out onto the railroad tracks. We used to play chicken with the trains, you know, stand out in front of them. I climbed on top of this boxcar one day, and there was an overhead power wire that used to power these trains. And I just got too close to one of those power wires. 11,000 volts of electricity going through that wire. It was like a magnet to a paper clip. The electricity just jumped out and touched me. I woke up, I put one and one together. I saw this wire sitting over top of me, and I was like, oh my God, man, I must have been electrocuted. I got burns, I think 35% of my body. But the most traumatic injury that I received was I lost both of my legs, like below my knees. I think God chose this for me to happen to. He knew that I had the strength and the will to be able to bounce back from this type of an injury and to be an example to the world. Now that I've gotten out and I'm starting to race and I'm reaching out to a lot of kids, I get a lot of inspiration from the youngsters. The influence that I have, especially over the kids, they love the motorcycle. They love racing, period. So I can really get my point across in a lot of presentations that I make to the kids in schools. And I tell them my story. I start off by letting them know about motorcycle racing, about racing, period. And then I hit them with my quote-unquote disability. And they're all stunned. Then I let them, then I show them, what I've achieved since. I say, hey, if a guy like me can do this, say, you can do it. It's therapy for me to be able to go out and talk to these kids about what I've been through. And I think it's very important. These kids are our future. I didn't expect this to go this far, not in a million years. I'm very thankful to wake up in the morning, to be able to overcome an accident, a disability, if you will, of this magnitude. It's shown me that I have no limits. It might hamper me in a couple of areas, but slow me down, no. Reggie Showers is a guy who knows he's a go-getter. If I want something, I'm going to go get it. If I want something bad enough, I'm going to attain it. And you can take that to the bank.